In the news, they are back. They have got a great record. It's their first record in 5 years. Some people probably think it's their first record in 20 years because they don't keep up with them. Recorded in Memphis at the legendary Ardent Studios, a tribute to Stax Records. The record's called Soulsville. Songs from the songbook of Otis Redding, Wilson Pickett, Isaac Hayes.
Jerry Butler?
No, Jerry Butler. He wasn't Stax. Great cover tunes. It sounds like a bunch of guys getting together and having fun. They don't try to reinvent the songs.
Well, it says on there the first 4 guys in the group got together and just threw these names out.
Great record. They try to do them true to the originals. One of the party records of the year. Huey Lewis in the News, Soulsville.
Excellent.
Next.
That'll cost you.
Bryan Ferry from our friends at Virgin Records. Olympia, his first record of original material since 1994.
They weren't our friends.
They will be. He is working on this record, not at one time, with Brian Eno,
Red Eye.
and Andy McKay, and Phil Manzanera, who were with him in Roxy Music. As typical with a lot of the Bryan Ferry records, it's got a kind of a seamless sound, classic Bryan Ferry sound. Check it out, Bryan Ferry Olympia.
Some cover tunes on there too, I think.
A couple cover tunes.
Need glasses?
I do need glasses. Tender as the Night.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them.
A couple of them.
Very well done.
Here, I'll take it.
Bryan Ferry, you can hold that. All right, and this one, this is my guilty pleasure. I had to sit down when I talked about this, but I'm proud to say I like this record.
Your brother loves this record.
Neil Diamond, Dreams on Sony. After Neil Diamond, he's older than God. He is God.
He's great.
He's recorded a couple records in the last few years with Rick Rubin of original material. And this time he's left Rick Rubin, and he's producing this on his own. And he's picked out some gems from the last 30, 40 years. And he's done it in a very singer-songwriter, understated style, acoustic guitar, some woodwinds, a little bit of brass, very beautiful sounding, but very subtle. He does
Midnight Train to Georgia.
Midnight Train to Georgia. He does A Song for You. He does 2 Beatles songs. He does Yesterday, and what did he do? Blackbird.
Oh.
And I understand from just reading that Paul McCartney has heard this and told Mr. Diamond that he liked the versions he did.
Well, what are you going to say to Neil Diamond?
This is true. One of the real surprises on here is his version of his own tune, I'm a Believer, which the Monkees made a big hit, and he has totally reinvented this song and changed the mood of it, and I think he does a great version. Of course, it's his tune, so he can do what he wants with it. But he's done a great job. Neil Diamond, Dreams on Sony Music. Check it out. 2 more things. If you haven't heard it yet, Robbin Thompson has a new CD, live at the National, and we just received the DVD of that concert, and you'll be able to purchase it here at Birdland this week, and we'll review this on our next time. That's what I got.
What about this?
Oh, new vinyl, I just wanted to mention, among other things.
Look out for the glare.
Paul McCartney, Band on the Run.
Oh, I can see Linda on the back.
180 gram vinyl, limited edition. Check it out. Alright, that's what I got.
Alright, so since you went old school, we'll stay with it. Jimmy Jamerson and Jim Pedrick.
It's kind of old school.
That is old school. I figured we'd make the transition slowly. But over the years, Pedrick has written some iconic songs. Huh? How's that? So Red Eye got the rights from Frontiers Records to put out this CD. It's 2 guys from the old Survivor group, and it sounds just like Survivor. It is really good. It was flashback
Is that
time.
a Gloria Gaynor song? I Will Survive.
That-
I Will Survive.
Yeah, that too. But in 2007, they did an album in Australia
It's
together.
the only country that would release it.
Hey, we buy a lot from Raven. Oops, but this is Red Eye. So anyways, this is the second album. This is the, they made so many songs for the first one that they had enough to make a second one. Really good. It rocks. It rocks. Now, let's go younger. The Gurus. And I didn't know this. They're from Barcelona, Spain.
I knew that. I think they sing
Why didn't you
phonetically.
tell me this stuff? Anyways.
I pay you to know that stuff.
Oh, well, you're getting what you're paying me. Rainbow Quartz. Excellent label.
Don't these guys sing phonetically?
Yeah, they do. And this is a pop psychedelic type album. A little grungy in the sound. The sound's not as clean as some of the other groups that come on Rainbow Quartz, but it's good. Stuff you'll end up singing along to, things like that. It says for fans of Yola Tango, Pixies, Kinks, and if you're a fan of the Beatles, they sound a little bit like it, but these guys, the June, in their second album for Rainbow Quartz, this one sounds like the Beatles. Matter of fact, they ripped off some stuff from the Beatles. They're not. Hey, it's great stuff.
It's that
Revolver stuff.
the White Album.
They're calling this kind of music Paisley Underground. Is that something good? Now I'm going to take some clothes off.
Oh my God.
It's time for product placement. We only got one of these left, and it's in my hand. Somebody come in and pick this up.
Is this QVC?
Hey, the two girls from QVC are on Amazing Race. They're doing good.
That is the last copy of
This
that.
is the last copy. They only made 3,000 of these. It's a T-shirt, extra large, and
A CD.
a CD. I forgot what the other thing was. Great stuff. Speaking of great stuff, we still have some of these Beatles in mono. You can get them in mono, in stereo. They only made so many of these, remember? Be a great Christmas present. My birthday's coming up in December too, but I already have it. This even sounds better than the stereo. It really does. You never thought that you'd say mono was better, but in this situation, they really remastered it excellently.
Mono lives.
Mono lives. Yeah. Last time I heard mono, I was in the hospital. Barry?
All right, I think that's it. And we wanted to also mention that when you're playing your Paul McCartney vinyl or any vinyl, you can
Oh, you messed with my Robbin
you
Thompson.
can play it on the stereo from Digital Sound. If you're into audiophile equipment or just any kind of equipment, that's the place to go to. This system here is courtesy of Digital Sound, the amp, tuner, turntable. Check it out.
CD player.
CD player. All right, that's it. We've got some concerts coming.
Old Crow.
Old Crow Medicine Show is coming up this month at the TED. Joe Bonamassa is finally coming, so we don't have to keep talking about him.
And somebody with three names. Robert Earl King.
Robert Earl Keen is tomorrow night at the Norva, who's always a great show, always a lot of fun.
And the four freshmen are coming to Suffolk in December as a Christmas show. 62 years those guys have been together. Did you know
They
that?
look it too.
They actually look really young.
We still have more stuff coming in every week. National Independent Record Store Day is Black Friday after Thanksgiving. We got a lot of surprises for that. Look on our Facebook or our website, and you can see a listing, a partial listing at least, of